Jaguars to meet Patriots for place in Super Bowl after shocking Steelers. Associated Press at Heinz Field. The Jacksonville Jaguars, yes, those, are heading to the AFC Championship game. Rookie running back Leonard Fournette ran for 109 yards and 3 touchdowns. Blake Bortles added 214 yards passing and a vital fourth-quarter score as the relentless Jaguars stunned the 45-42 on Sunday. The third-seeded Jaguars will face top-seeded New England next week in Foxborough after jumping on Pittsburgh early, then holding on late. Jacksonville raced to a 21-point lead, fended off a Steelers rally and responded every time Pittsburgh challenged. Ben Roethlisberger threw for 469 yards and set a franchise record with 5 touchdown passes, but was also intercepted once and had a fumble returned for a score. All-Pro Antonio Brown caught 7 passes for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns in his return from a left calf injury. Le'Veon Bell had 155 yards of total offense and 2 scores. But Pittsburgh's vaunted Killer Bees couldn't keep pace with Jacksonville, one of 4 franchises to never make the Super Bowl. Patriots' quest for Super Bowl return alive after playoff cruise against Titans. Read more. The Jaguars dominated the Steelers back in October, winning by 3 touchdowns in a performance so overwhelming Roethlisberger only half-jokingly wondered aloud whether he still had it after throwing a career-high 5 picks. After Sunday's game, however, Roethlisberger said he intended to return next season. "I don't know about contracts and who's coming back, but I know the guys up front are, and that makes it good for me, so I look forward to next year with those guys," he said. Last week, the Jaguars beat the Bills in spite of an 87-yard passing performance by Bortles. This time around, the Jaguars hardly appeared intimidated by the 18F Jaguars trying to earn their first road playoff win in a decade. Fournette's ever-churning legs set the tone early. He soared for a 1-yard touchdown run on 4th down on Jacksonville's first possession. He sprinted for an 18-yard score on the first play following a Roethlisberger pick, and bowled over from 3 yards in the fourth quarter after the Steelers cut the lead to a touchdown. Bortles has found himself a touchstone during Jacksonville's resurgence following a decade of losing, even allowing last week that he'll never be able to silence all of his critics no matter what. While he wasn't flawless on Sunday, he also wasn't afraid. Having the burly Fournette certainly helped, but Bortles also never hesitated. The Steelers led the NFL with a franchise record 55 sacks but never once got to Bortles. If he wasn't scrambling for extra yardage, he was using play action or deftly executed screen passes. His 45-yard completion in the fourth quarter set up Fournette's final score, and his 14-yard flip to Tommy Bohannon with 4:19 left vaulted the Jaguars to the NFL's Final Four for only 3rd time in team history. The Jaguars did on a day the NFL's top-ranked defense hardly looked like it. Though Jacksonville forced a pair of first-half turnovers, including Roethlisberger's fumble that Telvin Smith returned 48 yards for a score and a 28-7 lead, Pittsburgh rolled up 545 yards. Still, it's 2 yards the Steelers didn't get that helped send them into an off-season filled with questions. Twice Pittsburgh had 4th and 1 in Jacksonville territory. Twice they did something other than have the 6 feet 5 inches Roethlisberger sneak. The Steelers ran wide in the first quarter and Bell was stuffed for a 4-yard loss. The Jaguars responded immediately by going 75 yards in 11 plays. The final one a sprint by T.J. Yeldon that put them up 21-0. The Steelers were down a touchdown early in the fourth quarter and had 4th and inches at the Jacksonville 39. Roethlisberger checked at the line of scrimmage, faked a handoff to Bull and instead threw incomplete to diving rookie Juju Smith-Schuster.